Are you a Terran player hovering just about over 1000 MMR who doesn't understand the game that he's trying to play, so he gets endlessly frustrated about it? I am. So, I'm not entirely certain about playing it anymore. But, we have to keep on cooking somehow. Now, one of the ideas I had was, what is a unit? What is a marine? What is a zergling? What is a zealot? And so on and so forth. That's a long idea though. But it's an idea. It's an idea nonetheless. It's more ideas than I've had recently. Just complete, cold open to my idea. Perfect. Brilliant. We'll keep it. But part of that idea was like, well, okay, yeah. What if people will find it? They won't. What if people find it and then say, oh, okay, yeah, that's all well and good, but I mean, what the fuck is this? What's this game? Is this what is it? A Starcraft? Who? Is that like Warcraft? And it's like, well, kind of actually is. You're nearly right. So I wrote down a bunch of notes about pretty much things that ChatGPT spat out at me. And I felt good about it. Not last night, this might have been the night before. Now, I don't entirely know. But I was under the impression that I'd get on and be like, oh yeah, now we'll talk about Starcraft and we'll fill up some time, so on and so forth. Because I'll be honest, we haven't played much ladder games recently, so we've had to resort to this. Ugh. It's fine though. It's fine. We'll get through it. It's okay. We'll continue. So, my notes say to go on about the actual game. I assume if you're here, you know what Starcraft is. It's a real-time strategy game. It's apparently a fictional universe. Questionable. There's 3 different races you can play. Protoss, Terran, and Zerg. I wrote down an incorrect thing of what happened in the lore. I won't share that. But there was some stuff that happened. Protoss, engineering, aliens, Terran not happy about it, Zerg, aggressive observers. Let's just go with that. Now, what is an RTS? What's a video game? It's a video game. But then at the same time, an RTS seems to be more involved. You need to collect your resources. You need to build your buildings. You need to train your units. And then you need to go and kill the enemy. But, you know, you have to deal with the enemy as you're doing all of that at the same time. And all of that, like, you have to do, which, yeah, blows my mind. A few friends of mine, they get passionate about various other games where you play as one in a team in a little car playing football. I'm not going to say what game it is, but you know, I'm just sitting here kind of like chuckling. It's like, oh, 1v1 games, the responsibility and the self-worth that you lose when you lose these games. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fun times. What else are we talking about? There's differences between Protoss, Zerg and Terran, apparently. According to my notes. I should have made these notes like last year. Should have probably done that. You build your you gather your resources. They're all the same for everyone. But it starts getting kind of different. Yeah, Terran builds supply depots. Protoss builds pylons. Zerg builds overlords. It's fine. It's all well and good. Now I also have okay. I wrote this bit myself. Put down a funny gif for that point. It's not going to be funny. It's going to be deadly fucking serious. Because they are apes. And we all know it. We are all aware of it. So, Starcraft. Esports was good, wasn't it? Like, the game came out, it was good. I guess Starcraft came out, it was good. The expansion came out, made it kind of better. From what I understand, esports was going on previously, so in that time between like 95 and 98, but I'm not too certain. I'll fact check myself and like I'll type it up and be like, editor's note, dickhead was wrong. Add that in, editor, please. Thank you. So when I listen to this, it'll be like, I better add this in. Alright, shut up. Continue on. At least I got another few minutes of this game going on. Beautiful. Esports was good though. Still one of the bigger esports games I guess it is one of the bigger esports games in Korea. It still draws kind of large audiences, has a lot of money going around it. Not League of Legends money, but probably more than StarCraft 2, which we'll get into at a later date if we find some way and somehow to do this correctly, I guess is the word. I don't know. This is just a learning time. Now, I had like editor privileges when I was writing down my own notes, because of course it's me writing down my notes in my notebook. So yeah. Now I wrote down, when I say playing, there's two different things. Now I remember RTS games when I was young. I'd go to my friend's house and their parents would have had a computer. Their dad would play Red Alert, say, on that computer. Sometimes we just go skirmish, easy AI, and we were both sit at that one computer discussing what units to make, not at length, just discussing. Oh yeah, no dude, make this, and then go just send everything there. Make the wonder weapons, nuke them. We would. It would be beautiful. So that's my introduction to RTS. Starcraft was one of those not even mythical games. It was one of those games that I heard about a little bit, but never even seen prior to getting my first laptop and getting on the internet. From there, that was about StarCraft 2 times. But from there being StarCraft 2, I wonder what happened to StarCraft 1. And then I realised, it's that game that I saw, being played in fucking massive arenas and airplane hangars in some country. Of course, I was too stupid to understand at that point. But yeah, it turned out to be one of the higher skill cap games out there, I guess. I also have written down, okay, I'll continue that point. Playing. So me playing like Red Alert on my friend's dad's computer at the time, that is different than anyone playing ladder, 1v1 ladder right now. That's different. Playing and playing are two different things. I was playing the game back then. I am playing the game right now. I'm not playing it right now. I'm sitting here talking shit, watching it. Different thing. Completely different thing. But then, on top of all of this written down, I have strategy in big capital letters. So you can tell I was pretty stoned when I wrote it. Now, 1v1 is a demonic world. Truly a wretched, just despicable, loathsome, down low, sodden place. But it is truly where you need to do good, where you need to employ your stratagems, I think it was once said to me, and so on and so forth. But tied us into esports is also another thing. And I read the prompt, so I read the text in front of me, you see. LOL. Now, I should shut the fuck up, because I wasn't watching any of this. Like, at the point when it was happening, I wasn't watching any of the Star Leagues, I wasn't watching any of the career time things. I'm a Philistine. I should really shut the fuck up, but I mean, I'm bored now, to be honest. I thought not having to do shit every day would be like, oh yeah, no, this is great. But then it's like kind of, well, yeah, no, what else are you going to do every day? So I may as well do this for like 4 hours. Oh no. Now, these esports tournaments, these tournaments in Korea, I said earlier about the airplane hangar one. Madness. It's a madness. Korean Air, or Korea Air, like Korea's premier air travel, airplane, air freight company. They were sponsoring fucking video game tournaments back in early 2000s, I want to say, and I'll fact check that as well. Editor note. Thank you. Just dickhead's wrong, flashing in red. It was actually, yeah, so on and so forth. I can't even be asked to look at my keyboard. Don't at me. I'm so sorry. I mean, these were actual big tournaments that were happening and whatnot. A lot of money that was going around, like SKT, South Korea Telecom. I think they even, they did have a Starcraft team at some point. They had a really fucking good player on their team, from what I can understand. But the money, the amount of people, the skill level that people got up to, still to this point, there's, I don't know. People now can't even hold a candle to people then, but people then are still employing older stratagems to great success because they're just so good at the game. Allegedly, the mechanics, that's something that you hear in the game a lot. Oh, but your mechanics are terrible. I know my mechanics are terrible because they are. So yeah, that's all. Now I'm supposed to put esports footage in here, I guess. Footage of the Star Leagues and whatnot. There's one that gets bandied around a lot, like, this is the best intro to any sort of like tournament or anything. To be fair, it probably was. Here it is. While I look at my notes. Nice. Wow. And then I have some lore bollocks written down. It looks to be Protoss defended against Zerg at some point. Terran Spy. The page is turned. I'm sorry about that. And now I've closed the book. So yeah, that's Starcraft. We really should have planned this a bit further, but I'm not gonna do it again because it's, I don't know what I consider it as. I consider it as fine, to be fair. No, I don't consider this as fine. Like, the quality of this is down low, fucking terrible. But the concept is fine. The length of information is low quality. The audio might be low quality. I have to fix that. Just in general, I have to fix it. Fix everything about it in editing, so have fun while you're doing that, dickhead. What's happening in this game? DVT. Yeah. And this was a more recent game, for what it's worth. So this is after about a year of not solid playing Brood War, but yeah, a year of laddering and whatnot. I've learned. Like, we may have like sat here and said, "Oh, but I'm fucking stupid. It's too hard to learn." At this point, we've gotten somewhere. We've done something. We've looking at this on 4 months ago. Why have you got so many tanks, mate? How are you controlling all those units? What are you doing? Are you actually using hotkeys 1, 2, and 3? Don't fucking laugh. Why are you on 1-1 upgrades? To be honest, I should probably be like at least 2-2 right now, but that's a different story for a different day. Like, we'll have to do analysis of why I'm fucking terrible. Should be a really fun one. But then here's the thing, that involves me having to play more Brood War in order to get more videos of me laddering. Which I said I wasn't going to do. And I said I didn't want to do. But then, I mean, the world is filled with shit that you don't want to do. So, yeah. I mean, at the same time, I don't want to just like leave the fucking channel just dead. Which, hence the reason for this bollocks. I mean, to be completely honest, the idea that I had was way more refined. Oh, no, it wasn't refined. The product that I had in my mind's eye was made way more refined. And it will honestly take way longer than the time that I have given this. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I apologise for insulting your ears for approximately 17 minutes. If you rate this any way which, do so. If you enjoyed this, do so. When I fix the mic. Good night, or have a good day. I love you. Have. Yes, that's wonderful. We'll do some editing.